Fighters are born. A fighter can't be made out of a stiff. Some fellas will stand up, fight 10 or 15 minutes, and then run away. You can't catch them. But the man that can stick 4 hours and be half-pounded to death has to be born. Fight like a gentleman, you son of a bitch!
John L. Sullivan was the titan of the 19th century prize ring. In his heyday, he seemed utterly invincible.
You haven't licked me yet, John.
To your corners!
But 6 years after becoming heavyweight champion of the world, a draw was the best he could manage against British fighter Charlie Mitchell. Sullivan's critics took it as proof that the champ was washed up.
Keep the presses running, boys.
His most vocal detractor was Richard K. Fox, the publisher of a lurid crime journal called the National Police Gazette. To the Police Gazette's lewd tale of a sex and scandal, Fox added one of the first sports sections in American newspapers. He made boxing coverage a central focus, despite the fact that prize fighting was illegal in all 38 states. Sullivan had been a perennial subject of these pages.
I'm John L. Sullivan, and I can lick any man in the house!
The pugilist and the publisher had a history of antagonism dating back to their first meeting.
Good evening, Mr. Fox. Another round!
Oh, so that's Sullivan.
Oh yes, he's the big one, isn't he? You should have seen the clobbering he gave Steve Taylor last week.
Yes, I heard. Tell him to come over here. I want to talk to him.
You tell Fox that if he wants to see me, he can go damn well come over to my table.
Soon after, Sullivan pushed for a match with the American champion, Paddy Ryan. Eager to see Sullivan taken down a peg, Fox stepped in as Ryan's financial backer.
Mr. Sullivan is an unreliable boaster. Why, he proposes a championship fight with gloves.
Fox brokered the arrangements for a bare-knuckle bout within 100 miles of New Orleans. He billed the match as being for the heavyweight championship of the world, the first known use of that phrase. Louisiana's better sort was dismayed to learn that an illegal prize fight was scheduled for their state.
Think of our fair city's children. Such a disgusting spectacle will surely leave a moral stain on their young lives.
This fight will not occur in the state of Louisiana, even if I have to declare martial law.
To elude authorities, Sullivan, Ryan, and over 2,000 spectators boarded excursion trains on the morning of the fight and crossed the Mississippi border. The bout began in a makeshift ring at noon. 11 minutes later, 23-year-old John L. Sullivan was the new heavyweight champion.
See you on the train, gentlemen!
After the fight, Ryan said, "When Sullivan struck me, I thought that a telegraph pole had been shoved against me anyways."
Richard Fox lost $8,500 on the fight. But the Gazette's coverage sold spectacularly, and the paper made a handsome profit.
Print another 10,000 copies.
Suddenly, Sullivan was famous. Having proven himself in a bare-knuckle bout, he felt free to set conditions for future fights and offered to face anyone in the world under Marquis of Queensberry rules.
Queensberry rules call for rounds of 3 minutes duration and boxing gloves of the finest quality.
By protecting his hands, gloves allowed Sullivan to fight more often and make more money.
I'll fight any man born of woman!
Gloves also helped him dodge anti-prize fighting laws.
Why, officer, this is nothing more than a friendly sparring exhibition. Kill him! Kill him!
As Sullivan's popularity grew, Richard Fox scoured the globe looking for challengers to dethrone the new champ. One such contender was Charlie Mitchell. In their first matchup, Sullivan pummeled the wily Englishman for 3 rounds before police intervened.
That's enough, boys. This is supposed to be a sparring exhibition.
Sullivan toured the country, appearing before thousands in cities from coast to coast, each night making a standing offer of $1,000 to any man who could last 4 rounds with him.
Was I hit by a train? Did I fall off a barn?
Well, when am I to meet Sullivan?
You have!
What, did I win? I can lick an son of a bitch alive!
Sullivan knocked out nearly 100 men on the tours. Along the way, he gave a healthy chunk of his earnings to the nation's saloon keepers.
See ya!
The Police Gazette featured regular reports of Sullivan's travels, painting an unflattering picture of a drunken, bullying adulterer. His hard living began to catch up with him. He showed up at Madison Square Garden for a rematch with Charlie Mitchell, too drunk to fight.
Gentlemen, I'm prepared to box Sullivan, but he claims he's sick. Well, then it wouldn't be fair for me to meet him, as I'm feeling pretty good myself.
He has forever disgraced himself in the eyes of the general and the sporting public. Read every sordid detail in today's issue.
Sullivan looked increasingly out of shape in his bouts.
Stand still and fight! I'll give any man who hisses a swift slap on the jaw!
His fights became few and far between as he found easier ways to make quick money.
Ladies and gentlemen, Perseus slays Medusa.
Fox argued that Sullivan's absence from the ring amounted to a forfeiture of the title.
Allow me to present the true champion of the world, Jake Kilrain!
Jake Kilrain was a respected fighter from Baltimore who had defeated many of Sullivan's former adversaries. Fox declared him king of the prize ring.
This magnificent Police Gazette diamond belt outranks anything of the kind ever manufactured.
I wouldn't put that collar on a goddamn dog.
Sullivan dismissed Kilrain's claims to the title and embarked on a European tour, during which he fought his 3-hour draw with Charlie Mitchell.
Fight like a gentleman, you son of a bitch!
The fight led a growing chorus to back Fox's argument that Jake Kilrain was now the true champion. In January 1889, Sullivan agreed to fight Jake Kilrain in 6 months' time.
The winner to receive $10,000 and the Police Gazette championship belt.
I shall donate that dog collar to the city's boot black.
Kilrain began training immediately, while Sullivan went on a 4-month drinking binge. With only a few months left, Sullivan's financial backers sequestered him at the farm of champion wrestler William Muldoon. Muldoon cut off Sullivan's alcohol and worked him from dawn to dusk. After 2 months, he'd lost 35 pounds. New Orleans was again named the site of the fight. On the morning of the bout, excursion trains stuck to rural lines and avoided the troops stationed at the Mississippi border. Nearly 3,000 spectators arrived in the tiny town of Richburg. The temperature was already approaching 100 degrees when the fighters entered the ring. Charlie Mitchell was in Kilrain's corner. The local sheriff followed the fighters into the ring.
The governor of our fair state has prohibited this fight. But seeing as I've only got 6 men and you 3,000, I am powerless to stop you.
Kilrain started strong.
First down!
Taking a page from Charlie Mitchell's playbook, Kilrain attacked and evaded, hoping to exhaust Sullivan.
Say, why don't you come and fight like a man?
He can't hurt you, Jake.
I wish it was you I had in here, you sucker!
Kilrain scored first blood with a right to the ear.
First blood!
But Sullivan dominated from there forward.
Get him!
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Kilrain backpedaled and took intentional falls to buy time.
So you're a champion, eh?
Kilrain had a momentary glimmer of hope when Sullivan began vomiting after taking a drink of cold tea spiked with whiskey.
He's taking a whiskey and rejecting a tea. Will you draw, John?
No, you loafer!
Hey up, blast!
After 2 hours of fighting, Kilrain was barely conscious.
Atta boy!
Finally, after 75 rounds, Kilrain's trainer threw in the sponge.
What are you doing?
I refuse to be party to a murder!
Sullivan wins!
He found him!
Get in here, Mitchell! I'll whip you right now!
Sullivan had defeated the best fighter Richard Fox could throw at him.
Last run sold out, Mr. Fox.
And print another.
Newspapers around the country hailed Sullivan as the physical superior of any man on Earth. With nothing left to prove, Sullivan moved on to other pursuits.
My brother is no murderer. If you want the man who murdered the general, take him. There he stands.
Sullivan's decade of dominance and his powerful charisma had moved boxing from saloon backrooms into the national spotlight. The bare-knuckle era ended with the Sullivan-Kilrain fight. 3 years later, Sullivan was lured out of retirement for a gloved bout with Jim Corbett, a fighter 8 years his junior. He was knocked out in the 21st round.